Carefully presenting the semblance of peace, she fulfills her various duties till all the changes she goes through have wearied her. She writes to her sister at school in the East to inquire how she is progressing, and startles herself by confessing her jealousy. It would be nice just to live like a lady and to have someone to marry. It would be nice to have someone to care for, someone who's there when I'm buried. Life is not easy for Sister Marie. She finds that her thoughts is an error, her captive face haunting the mirror discomforts her. She listens intently to Father McGee as he tells her that faith is a blessing, and she worries that he might be guessing his irony. It would be nice just to live like a lady and have someone to care for. It would be nice just to live like a lady and have someone to marry. It would be nice, it would be nice, it would be so very nice. Yeah. Kind of messed that one up a little bit. Sorry. If you hear any noise in the next room, please pardon. We have a guest here, and he can be a little bit loud. So sorry if it disrupts the video. I don't even know if the sound is coming up right or good enough. And now we have a barking dog. This was not the best time to film my very first ASMR video. I'm just kind of testing it out. I'm gonna get to the next song. I hear the drizzle of the rain, like a memory it falls, soft and warm, continuing, tapping on my roof and walls. And from the shelter of my mind, through the window of my eyes, I gaze beyond the rain-drenched streets to England, where my heart lies. I burped. My mind's distracted and diffused. My thoughts are many miles away. They lie with you when you're asleep, and kiss you when you start your day. And a song I was writing was left undone. I don't know why I spend my time writing songs I can't believe, with words that tear and strain to rhyme. And so you see I have come to doubt all that I once held as true. I stand alone without beliefs. The only truth I know is you. And as I watch the drops of rain weave their weary paths and die, I know that I am like the rain, there but for the grace of you go I. Posture is important for breath control. I feel a trembling tingle of a sleepless night creep through my fingers, and the moon is bright. Beams of blue come flickering through my window pane, like gypsy moths that dance around a candle flame. And I wonder if you know that I never understood that although you said you'd go, until you did, I never thought you would. Moonlight used to bathe the contours of your face, while chestnut hair fell all around the pillowcase, and the fragrance of your flowers rest beneath my head. a sympathy bouquet left with a love that's dead. And I wonder if you know that I never understood that although you said you'd go, until you did, I never thought you would. Never thought the words you said were true. Never thought you said just what you meant. Never knew how much I needed you. Never thought you'd leave until you went. Morning comes and morning goes with no regret. The evening brings the memories I can't forget. Empty rooms that echo as I climb the stairs, and empty clothes that drape and fall on empty chairs. And I wonder if you know that I never understood that although you said you'd go, until you did, I never thought you would. I wasn't gonna do this song, but I just now thought of it. And so I'm going to quickly type this next song. Where is it? There we go. Do 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 do. It was a hot afternoon, the last day of June, and the sun was a demon. The clouds were afraid, 110 in the shade, and the pavement was steaming. I told Billy Ray in his red Chevrolet I needed time for some thinking. I was just walking by when I looked in her eye, and I swore it was winking. She was 31 and I was 17. I knew nothing about love, she knew everything. But I sat down beside her on a front porch swing and wondered what the coming night would bring. The sun closed her eyes as it climbed in the sky, and it started to swelter. The sweat trickled down the front of her gown, and I thought it would melt her. She threw back her hair like I wasn't there, and she slipped on a julep. Her shoulders were bare, and I tried not to stare when I looked at her tulips. And when she looked at me, I heard her softly say, I know you're young, you don't know what to do or say, but stay with me until the sun has gone away, and I will chase the boy in you away. And then she smiled, then we talked for a while. We walked 2 miles to the sea. We sat on the sand as the boy took her hand, but I saw the sun rise as a man. "10 years have gone by since I looked in her eye, but the memory lingers. I go back in my mind to the very first time and feel the touch of her fingers. It was a hot afternoon, the last day of June, and the sun was a demon. The clouds were afraid, 110 in the shade, and the pavement was steamin'. I should have known that the first attempt would not be successful. It always seems like the first time I attempt to do anything, it always goes wrong. It was so quiet around here just a few minutes ago, and I thought, oh, I'll try to do my very first ASMR video. Which I shouldn't have done impromptu, I never really knew what I was going to do for my first ASMR video. But it seemed like as soon as I started, tons of noise going on outside. And suddenly, I can't control my breathing. Maybe I'm nervous, I don't know, I don't feel nervous. But like my stomach tightens. I'm getting burpy. Everything around me is loud. I don't know. And I'm shiny for some reason. I don't know. That's the thing about me, is when I attempt to do things, they almost never go the way that I wanted them to. I don't know. But let's continue singing some songs. I was one, as you were one. We were two so much in love forever. I loved the white socks that you wore, but you don't wear white socks no more. Now you're a woman. I joked about your turned up nose, criticize your schoolgirl clothes, but then would I then pace these roads to love you? The seasons come, seasons go, bring forth the rain. The sun and snow make Valerie a woman. Valerie is lonely. No more to roam on the snow hills of Hienton, undecided with the guardians of the older generation. A doormat was a sign of welcome in the winter months to come, but in the summer, laughing through the castle ruins we'd run. For the quadrangles sang to the sun, and the grace of our feeling, the candle burned low as we talked of the future underneath the ceiling. There were tears in the sky, and the clouds in your eyes were just cover, for your thighs were the cushions of my love and yours. For each other. The songs still are sung. It was fun to be young, but please don't be sad where you are. Now Valerie's a woman. Now Valerie's a woman. Now Valerie's a woman. Alright. 2 more songs before I leave you. And once again, I am so sorry about all the noise outside. We've had this guy staying with us, and all he does is watch movies in the living room. And I can't control the volume. I don't know if it's going to show up on this audio, but whatever. It's not like I have my own place. You can kind of see the conditions I'm living in. It's not, life is not the way that I want it to be. And I don't know if it ever will be, but whatever. It is what it is. And I'm going to have to make do and try to make videos the only way that I can. But I've been through worse, and I've lived in worse. So, well, whatever. I have 2 more songs before I leave. Whoever may still be, watching this at this point. I mean, if I put you to sleep, then I guess mission accomplished. I mean, isn't that kind of what ASMR is for? It's what I listen to it for. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So every time I say okay, I always think of the way Larry David says it. Okay. Pretty good. Great show. Anyway. This is a song from another Jew. I'm not an anti-Semite. That's just, he's also a Jew. There's a lot of really talented Jews. What can I say? Maybe if I was Jewish, maybe I'd be more talented, more creative, more funny. I don't know. I'm just a Gentile. A Gentile soul. I'm a Gentile soul. I do have to be quiet, though, or else the Nazis will hear me. Okay. It's 4 in the morning, the end of December. Already fucked it up. I'm writing you now just to see if you're better. New York is cold, but I like where I'm living. There's music on Clinton Street all through the evening. I hear that you're building your little house deep in the desert. You're living for nothing now. I hope you're keeping some kind of record. Yes, and Jane came by with a lock of your hair. She said that you gave it to her the night that you planned to go clear. Did you ever go clear? The last time I saw you, you looked so much older. Your famous blue raincoat was torn at the shoulder. You'd been to the station to meet every train. You came home without Lily Marlene, and you treated my woman to a flake of your life. And when she came back, she was nobody's wife. Well, I see you there with a rose in your teeth. One more thin gypsy thief. Well, I see Jane's awake. She sends her regards. And what can I tell you, my brother, my killer? What can I possibly say? I guess that I miss you. I guess I forgive you. I'm glad that you stood in my way. If you ever come by here, for Jane or for me, well, your enemy is sleeping, and his woman is free. Yes, and thanks for the trouble you took from her eyes. I thought it was there for good, so I never tried. And Jane came by with a lock of your hair. She said that you gave it to her the night that you planned to go clear. Sincerely, Elton. Hold on one second. Come on, sec. There was a song I was thinking of that I wanted to do, but oh yeah, I think I remember what it was. Oh my god, can we just stop with the noise already? It's the worst timing. Everything is just always bad timing with me. I swear to God. It's like everything, it feels like, oh, this is the perfect time to do this. And then as soon as I do it, the timing just shifts, and it just, I don't know. Sometimes I really think that, sometimes I really do think there are some kind of hidden forces that just like move all the pieces to just go wrong for me. You know, like prevent everything from falling into place. It's just, I don't know. You ever feel that way? What a disappointing video. Okay.
one more song for the hangers-on who are still here out of pity. Okay. Amai kuchizuke, toi omoide, yume no ma ni ukabete nakoka, wasureta mama no koi no sasayaki, koi hitoshi sagashite mayona, koi no uta ga sasoi nagara nagarete kuru, sotto nemori kaketa radio kara no samishii, soshite kanashii Isso yasashi Serenade. Kaze no tayori no taerara. I fucked that up. Kaze no tayori no todaeta wake o dare ni kikou ka, sore tomo nakou ka, kimi no koto o omou tabi ni kikoete kuru, sotto awai koi ga yureru koto ni samishii, soshite kanashii Isso yasashi Serenade. Amai kuchizuke, toi omoide, yume no ma ni ukabete nakou ka. Come on, baby, I don't wanna be mean, but it sure sounds like somebody's giving up on their dreams. Come on, baby, wait and see, 'cause it sure sounds like somebody's giving up on their dreams. Alright, well, that was my first attempt at an ASMR video. I don't know, I think it was kind of a disaster.
I wish I could say that that wasn't the norm, but it seems like most of the things that I undertake end up being a total disaster. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll do better, and it will go better. I just wanted to sing you a couple of tunes. Well, it ended up being more than a couple, but I hope you enjoyed it all the same. And I hope anybody that might be watching this, hopefully maybe it relaxed you a little bit. And if you have any suggestions or any ideas for future ASMR videos, then I'd be happy to hear it. Otherwise, I'm gonna go take a walk and think about some things. Think about life like I usually do. Thank you. That's all. Good night.